Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and my sponsor Link2 just added Cerebras AI to the platform. Same Cerebras that's already filed their S1 confidentially to go public. Largest chip,
From a
AI
shared
chip
vision,
in the world.
The Cerebras founders united to build the unimaginable. They believed they could build something better, to create the largest, fastest chip in the world. Wafer scale integration was once thought to be impossible, but Cerebras turned the impossible into reality. The largest chip of its kind, it stands as a testament to human ingenuity and ambition. A chip to power supercomputers and drive the forefront of AI capabilities. Wafer scale engines are the biggest AI chips. Now,
If for some reason this has copyrighted music over it, which is possible, then Cerebras has just been added to the Link2 platform. They have filed their S1 to go public confidentially, and they have the largest AI chip in the world. Could get interesting. linqto.com. Look what is happening to XRP. XRP is in the top 10 digital assets on CoinMarketCap. It has outperformed them all over the last 30 days. It appears to have completely decoupled from everything else. Let's hit the refresh and see what we're looking at. As you go down, XRP's right here. Looks like we're inching our way up. I've always felt like when XRP finally took off after all of these things that have held this back, like regulatory capture, that there would be no stopping it. I still believe that. Now, today is the 31st. Fred Rispoli said that his prediction was that the ruling in SEC versus Ripple would come no later than today. Today is today the day. That's a thumbnail. Is today the day? That thumbnail dedicated to Fred Rispoli. Breaking news, prepare for liftoff. That's another thumbnail. XRP is soaring above the Ichimoku clouds, which all indicators flashing green. Current price 65 cents, but get ready for a potential surge by shattering down the 66 cents into pieces as we aim for 87 cents, $1.03, $1.46 in the very short term. While this is not financial advice, the stars align for a stellar journey. Ooh, is he saying something about stellar too? Then this guy's showing XRP's going crazy. I like the sound of the casino. That is great. All right. Then here's another one. XRP is now broken out of this massive 2,351-day resisting trend. This means that its $150 target is now in play. I'm not saying that. This person said that. With a full logarithmic follow through, can be reached in an over 21,000% climb from here. The show may just be beginning. And then from Santiment, the amount of wallets holding at least 10,000 XRP has skyrocketed in the past 5 weeks. 279.4 thousand such shark and whale addresses exist on the ledger, returning to a 6-month high. The correlation between those wallets and XRP's market value has been undeniable throughout 2024. Stuart Alderati retweeted Brad Garlinghouse. This was about, if you remember, this was about the SEC retracting its request for the court to classify like 10 or 12 tokens as securities, and Brad Garlinghouse was talking about how hypocritical that was for the SEC. And then Stuart Alderati says when When a judge signals BS on SEC's claim that 10 tokens on Binance are securities, the SEC says never mind. But these tokens are left out to dry in the Coinbase suit. This isn't how to regulate. It's pure corruption, folks. Now, Fruition Productions, who is creating the XRP Unleashed documentary, they put this out yesterday. Finished rough assembly on 2 out of 6 episodes on XRP Unleashed. Good conversations underway with possible distribution partners, still on track for assembly completion by the end of summer. These guys have a goal to put this out. So I just wanted to remind Jay Clayton and all of his propaganda friends at Squawk Box, Joe Squawk, Becky Quick, and Andrew Ross Sorkin, the story of this piece of you know what they've tried to help hide will be told. It's coming, Jay. Say hi to Bill Hinman too. This is Jay a couple of days ago on CNBC.
Stablecoin has proven to be an astonishing facilitator of dollar-based global transactions in that you can now do dollar-based transactions around the globe in very little time with very little friction, as compared with, wire transfers, money transfers taking hours or days and requiring, what I would say is lots of fees and the like. Stablecoin transactions take place virtually instantaneously and with very low friction. And what we're seeing is a tremendous amount of retail dollar transaction take-up outside the United States. I think this is an incredibly bullish thing for the dollar around the globe, and one that our regulators really need to focus on, because the benefits of dollar hegemony, the benefits of the dollar being the basis for transactions around the globe is so important to the United States. It's so important to the globe from a stability point of view. If there's a better technology to accomplish that, we should be figuring out how to facilitate it.
Now, it should piss all of you off that CNBC puts this piece of crap on there to act like he is some innocent bystander and could not have effectively helped shape the crypto industry while he was at the SEC. Instead, he chose regulatory capture of Ripple and XRP and chose to try to help his friends with Bitcoin and Ethereum. He is the problem. This is Jay Clayton back then.
So if people are leaving this jurisdiction because they think our model, I'll start with the easy thing. If people are leaving the U.S. because they think our model for raising capital from the general public is too onerous, go. Just leave,
Okay, that was Jay Clayton back then, and just by pure coincidence, of course. This right here is the day before he went to Andreessen and Horowitz, met with them to begin what would be the Ethereum Free Pass speech, to begin planning it. He's the one that suggested that they create a memo for him. Okay? Piece of crap. Now, I like this. This is from the Black Swan Capitalist guys, which I like. Listen to what they're saying.
And the Bank of International Settlements work very closely together alongside the IMF. I think the stage has been set for the implementation and full adoption and use case of XRP. But again, I think that's going to play out when they're ready for it to play out. And I think that will be associated with the debt market and some of the bigger issues in the financial landscape later on down the road.
Yeah, Francis, we had that big event recently take place, the global thing with CrowdStrike, which interestingly is owned largely by some major financial institutions, for example, BlackRock and Vanguard, which a lot of people don't know, and some others. So very interesting ties there. So we had this event take place, global outage. Do you think this was a test run? Because obviously for the last few years, since 2019, the World Economic Forum and companies, even the President Biden, has been subtly hinting that a big attack is coming, a cyber one. And they said this clearly at the World Economic Forum in 2019, that the next one will be a cyber virus. So what are your thoughts on this? Are they leading up, staging it, preparing?
Very good point. Very good question, I should say. I'll just show you this for a small chuckle. Due to world IT outage, we can only accept cash until further notice. How useful that makes cash. You've got your lesson right there. Don't forget it. They warn you. There's microcosms of events that are occurring all the time, and you see the response you should have been in, cash rich. So for a bigger version of this, to me, it almost smacks of a drill. So every major takedown typically has a drill going before it. I mean, long-term capital collapse was a drill for the subprime collapse. You essentially got, they put the liabilities of a hedge fund onto the balance sheet of the United States government to back it, to trade their way back out of that. And they saw they got away with it. Most people didn't understand it, that they'd been used as a financial backstop, and that set up the subprime.
Okay, I think I'm going to skip ahead to the group, but I wanted to make sure, whoops. All right, so in DAIXRP.com, folks, the walls are closing in on whoever was behind this thing in Butler, Pennsylvania. And the walls are closing in because the problem that they've got is that in 2024, you can't hide anything, not with all the cell phones and all the stuff. You can't hide, you can't get away with what you could get away with when they did the JFK thing. They didn't get away with this. This is just, what this comes down to now in my mind is whether the bad guys prevail in November or whether the good guys. If the good guys prevail in November, and when I say good versus bad guys, I literally mean whether communism prevails in the United States of America and real bad guys, like the kind that put people in camps, prevail, or the good guys that are going to finally prosecute all these people that you've been wondering when are they going to actually go to jail, and worse, when are these people that have committed all these crimes going to actually pay for their crimes? Everybody from Gensler on down. Well, the walls are closing in. This is not going to be hard to prove at this point. If you look at all the stuff that's coming out, and wait till you see what I'm about to show you. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe. Hit the like button. Tell your friends and family. Just the fact that I can't even talk to you out here about this, and I have to go into a private group to talk to you about this, tells you all you need to know about just how evil things have gotten in the United States of America. Here we go.